So hey guys, what's up? Hey, I was just going through some comments here, and I'm reading a comment that I think it sort of requires some personal attention. So I'm gonna do a video response to it. The comment here is from 999, the new man, and he says, "Yo, good skate video." He goes, "Question for you: since you got married and you had your son, do you regret any of it, or do you feel life is a blessing? Some of us younger guys are hesitant to make anything of a relationship for fear of losing personal freedom because of compromising. Thank you." So, in reading that comment, I really felt like I wanted to come on here and try to say something about that. Um, Children are the hugest blessing I think that anyone can feel. And, people always want to talk about the expenditures you're going to go through and all of that, or just the concern that something's going to happen or someone's going to get hurt, or there's a lot of things to be considered there, but I think they're really not as expensive as one might think, but they're a huge asset to your life too. I mean, a reason for living. That's a big deal, and there's nothing that compares to putting your arm around your kids and having deep conversations with them and things like that. Like, it's given me an absolute reason for living that, a wife, it can't even touch. So, I would say this though, for somebody in your generation who feels like losing freedom, like, I don't know about that. I think I would be super concerned in your generation about, you know, having a kid with the wrong person. Having a child with the wrong person could be a nightmare. And, I feel for people in your generation now, just because dating or hooking up culture is so easy. I don't know how you do it, to be honest. If it's so easy for all these women to date the same 5 to 10% of men over and over, and all the other guys are getting left out, like, that's a real depressing scenario. It's Our culture's been ruined. So I think finding somebody worthy to marry is the biggest issue. Finding somebody worthy to spend the night with is the biggest issue. And that's what I want anybody that listens to this video to consider the most. When you find out, hey, I missed, I'm late, I'm pregnant, and you hear that, it's too late to rethink what you do that night. And I think that there needs to be a lot of caution when you're about to hook up with somebody. Is that somebody you would even consider having a kid with? And if the answer is no, you better really be careful about what you're doing. So, do I find it as a blessing? Absolutely. I would have more kids if I was younger, and I could. My wife has already had 5. I have 3. I can't do more. Not at our age. But if I could have 5 myself, I would. They're a huge asset. When we moved to Texas, my kids were all little. One wasn't born yet. And I had to move everything myself. And if I move to another state, to another house or whatever, I have a moving crew now. So, in my old days, my life is going to be much more fulfilling, having all the family around me and having all the help I need, and people that love me. So what goes around comes around, and if you spend that quality time with your youngsters, and you have time for them, they're going to have time for you later on when you're older and when you need them or something like that. So kids are amazing, and I would do it. If I were you, I would do it, but I would be very careful who I did it with. I think prodigal son dating advice, what would I say about that? I would say this: be who you are. Too many guys want to be what the woman wants them to be, or think that they want. No, be you. Be yourself. If there was ever a time to really be yourself. It's when you first start dating somebody, and women should be doing the same. Give them the opportunity, and this was something I always did wrong when I was younger. I always let them know what kind of man I was and what I expected or wanted of a woman. And then they were able to be that, right? When they wanted me, when they were excited about me, they were able to be that. I should have instead kept my mouth shut and find out what this person was like ahead of time. That's me knowing that, because my experience in life was most women would conform themselves to be exactly who they thought you wanted them to be until they feel like they got you. And then you find out who they really are. So, yeah, guys, be careful, be honest, be upfront, be legit about it. And I remember some really good advice my mom gave me when I was young. And I was at the stage of my life where I was wanting to settle down and maybe get married. And she goes, instead of looking for the right girl, Mrs. Right, she goes, Roman, I want you to be the man that a woman would want to marry. And deeper than that, but be the man that the woman you would want to marry you would want. Oh, it's deep. It's deep. Anyway, guys, that's a video response to your comment. I appreciate you for all the comments. I'm going to do a lot more of these videos. And, I just did a wheel reshaping video because of the comments. So, leave me comments. If you got ideas of a video I could make, let me know. If you've got a question for yourself, whether it be even a personal non-skating topic, if you find any of my advice helpful and you want to know more, please let me know. I'd be glad to give you my opinion. All right. Peace out, guys. Late.